Today we have a fantastic opportunity for people who don't have virgin points or not many virgin points. For example, I'm currently in G jail right now and I'm doing my time in the cooldown. There is a new project coming out called OOPZ that I'm still going to be able to invest in regardless that I have no virgin points, because you don't need virgin points. You do need AI Rockets token though to stake it, and then you're going to get into these Genesis launches without any virgin points at very low market caps. You're going to get it much cheaper, or I should say cheaper at least, than the person who commits the first buy on the market. So essentially, think of this as a second round pre-sale opportunity that comes after the virgin participants in the Genesis launches, who gets it at 220,000 market cap. You're going to get it at around 900,000 market cap, roughly a 4.2x more than them, but cheaper than anybody who gets it first. So this is a great time for you to see which one you want to go through. Do you want to go through the Genesis launch route, or do you want to go through the AI Rocket route? Since I'm in G jail and I don't have any points, I will be personally going through the AI Rocket route, where I stake their token, then I get access to these same Genesis launches. And guys, let me tell you, this one I'm super bullish on. Team is fully doxed. They already have an MVP. They've already built a Web3 platform and business in the past that they sold to Animoca Brands, one of the richest, if not the richest companies in all of crypto, okay? Top 5 at least, that's for sure. So if you're new here, make sure you like, subscribe, and more importantly, smash the bell notification buttons, because content like this truly is going to put you ahead of the pack when it comes to the next best thing in crypto. That's what we do best here. Also follow me on Twitter. There's exclusive content over there that I don't share on YouTube just because it's time sensitive. And that's that. So guys, this is the project at hand. We're talking about OOPZ, ticker OOPS, and I don't want you to see the results when the token goes live and say, oops, I should have pledged. Oops, I should have staked AI Rocket. Oops, I fucked up. Don't be that guy, because this one is bullish, guys. It checks all the boxes that we like with a project, okay? So, built by the founders of Dotted, that's their former Web3 company, a Web3 info company acquired by Animoca Brands. The AI agent-powered InfoFi platform transforms users' preferences into financial assets by bridging the gap between data collection and financial incentivization, creating a more equitable and efficient information economy. So right off the bat, you know, the meta right now is InfoFi. Like Arbis, how that performed extremely well. Obviously, Kato and, you know, those type of products that people want to use. That's the meta right now. So these guys are in the InfoFi space. They already built something successful in the space and sold it to Animoca Brands. I can't stress that enough. Animoca Brands isn't going to buy some bullshit technology from a company, okay? So we know they're not only capable of building, but they could ship and then they sell that product, what they built, to a prestigious company like Animoca Brands. Sign me up. Moving on. Yeah, so this is their Twitter. I'll give them a follow back. So that's Oracle of Preferences, ZK, OOPZ. And right here, built by X Dotted NFT, acquired by Animoca Brands. And when you look at this here, which is their former company that they sold, it's actually followed by Animoca Brands here as well. Okay, and they also tagged them here too, okay? Yeah, so that's very, very bullish. And when we go on over here, if you're not too familiar with who Animoca Brands is, here they are. We aim to deliver digital property rights to consumers, helping to establish the open metaverse and its associated network effects. They were big in the metaverse, but they're actually broad. They're all over DeFi, gaming, whatever it is. If something is in the early stages and they see intrinsic value, they will make an investment or buy out the company, like they did in the case over here. Okay, so Tamir, all of these guys are doxed, by the way, right? Tamir is one of the co-founders, and here are the photos that they share with us. So honestly, this is one of my favorite memories, standing next to the CEO of one of Asia's largest central banks. No one believed a startup founded in Hong Kong could collaborate with, and he tags the account, but we did. Never let anyone tell you something isn't impossible. Got a lot of engagement on this, right? So apparently this right here is one of the leaders in the central bank in Asia, guys, okay? So it appears that their company, I guess, is operating out of Hong Kong, and they do have strong ties with real businesses and banks in that sector. And I visited Hong Kong twice last year in the same month, right? twice in 3 weeks, and I fell in love with the place. It's a major business hub. Major crypto events are happening there. Hong Kong is getting more and more involved in Web3. So I feel like they're in the right place too, the right environment to stand out. To know that how they're already, rubbing shoulders with head honchos over here in Hong Kong. Well, for an investor, that's very good to see, to be honest, right? And here they are right here. This is how they look, but I'll read here. So AI Rocket is incubating them. Okay, this is a top-notch project in terms of, the boxes to be checked off. Docs, MVP, you have past experience. Like, I can't stress that, guys. You rarely see these attributes. You really do in crypto, right? We're so used to like anons all the time. Enough of that BS. It's time for real builders right now who aren't afraid to put their face and attach it to a project. That's when you know they mean business and they're serious and they're willing to risk their reputation instead of hiding behind a cartoon character online. Okay? So we're going to live stream our Zoom session, awesome, in the next few hours. Meet the dev of AI Rocket and the founders of Oracle Livestream. That's awesome. So more transparency. This isn't a space, apparently, and this should be going, I think this happens in about, a couple hours from now. So this isn't a space. This is an actual live stream interview that AI Rocket's going to be doing. So you guys get to see their face, hear what they got to say, learn a bit more about the team and what they're building, guys. Okay.
One, how good you guys are.
Yeah. So first, to everyone that's in here, super appreciate you guys taking the time to come and hear us out. I'll give a quick update of myself, just a quick overview, and then I'll let the guys talk a bit more, and we can share a bit about OOPZ.
So Info5 powered digital twins. Users train personalized AI agents that evolve into information-rich digital representations of their preferences, enabling passive income generation through the OOPZ information finance ecosystem. So essentially, what this is if you have a duplicate of yourself that is now an AI agent, that is, let's just say like you have a routine where you shop on Amazon all the time and you go to certain websites and you're into these things, well, that data is collected to centralized companies in Web 2. What they're saying is your AI agent will be doing these things on the computer like you normally would. So it's a representation of yourself in the form of an AI agent that has the same data you would have collected that it would have collected if you were the one on the computer. That data now is stored securely and it's yours. So you can make money off of that along with OOPZ, right? And I'm sure they're going to explain this to us in more greater detail on this live stream. And who knows, maybe I might bring them on the show too, because I am definitely fascinated in what they have to offer over here, okay? So right here, we have another glimpse of what they are all about. So days of being young and degen. Throwback to when our co-founders right here and Tamir were invited by Asia Pioneer Entertainment Holdings Limited, a listed company in Hong Kong, here it is, to attend the MGS Entertainment Show in Macau. This executive level forum provided insights into the latest trends in the gambling sector. So Macau is essentially like the Las Vegas of Asia. That's just where it is. That's where filthy rich people are just sitting, playing baccarat, right? A lot of businessmen go there. Once again, I love to see them rubbing shoulders with these types of individuals and being invited. As you can see, baccarat. I always wanted to play some baccarat, right? And over here, some more photos. So I love the transparency, man, right? Okay, one more thing I want to highlight over here. What makes us different, okay? And we're going to go into the ways of how you could get access to this, right? As you know, guys, Genesis launches, everything is printing. It's just a matter of how much it's going to print, right? Fully doxed team, MVP, successful businesses in the past. Here they come again. They're proving themselves. I think people are going to really love this, and you're going to need to know how to get in on this. If you got Virgin Points, perfect. You could do that. You're going to get it much cheaper at the best price possible. But if you don't have Virgin Points, stay tuned because I got you covered, right? So 3 years building together, previous startup acquired by Anoka Brands, proven results, see Web 2 onboarding case studies. Why now? We're done with VCs, owning Web 3. It's time for the community to win. Freaking love it. Okay? So here it is right here. What are the ways on how you could invest into this project at the very early stages, okay? So, of course, number one, we have pledging your Virgin Points. So you could come through this mechanism over here. You're going to get it at a roughly 220,000 market cap, okay? That's where the Virtual's price is kind of a little bit lower now, so it's 220, give or take. This starts in 2 days and 32 minutes, okay, guys? Same exact procedure. Here it is for you, right? So Oracle of Preferences, ZK, come over here. In about 2 hours and 31 minutes, you can pledge your Virgin points and get this at the best price possible. But what happens if you don't have any Virgin points? For the first time ever, this is your opportunity now to still get them very early, okay, without any Virgin points. But you're going to need AI Rocket. So once again, here it is, contract address ending in 6F22C3. Just, search AI Rocket. The market cap FDV is at 4.4, okay? And here's where you want to buy these AI Rocket tokens. That's the first thing you need to do. And then after that, you need to come on over to their website, and I'll leave all of these links for you in the description and also in the comment section. So that's ai-rocket.tech, and then you go to the staking tab. So right here, we're under staking. And as you scroll down, it shows us exactly what you need to do. So right here, you need to put how much you want to stake. I've already staked 300,000 rockets. And there is just a small UI issue here. Don't worry about that zero. What you could do is, depending on how much you want to stake, it could go like this, right? Right? And that fixes that. So don't mind that. The minimum required to stake here, guys, is 150,000, okay? So, yeah, if you want a piece of this action and you want it early, you need to stake a minimum of 150,000. The more you stake, the more you get allocation, okay? So that's good to know, all right? Also, the benefits of staking here is, and you need to choose your duration, minimum of 90 days. You could go, 80, 180, 270. And the benefits of this now here is, when you stake AI Rocket, you get and earn Virgin points. You get and you earn Rocket tokens as well, okay? And also, you get early access to these Genesis launches that are absolutely blowing up, okay? So those are the 3 key benefits over there. You get 3 things in one for staking. And I think all of those 3 things we could value. At least I do, right? And as you can see right here, I put in the stake earlier today, and there is 4 Rocket I already got, right? Earned rewards, all right? So that's how all of this works, guys. All right, so once you do that, you just go ahead and, follow the basic steps by pressing this button over here, which is stake 150,000 Rocket, or how much ever you want. Keep in mind, the more you stake, I'm pretty sure the more allocation you would get, so it might be in your interest to do that. That's why I put in 300,000 right here, okay? Once you have committed that stake, okay, which is mandatory, of a minimum of 150,000 units, which works out to be about $600 give or take, okay? So if you're going to do, I've done about $1,200, all right? I did 300K, twice the amount. From here, you want to go and click this Rocket Fuel tab, okay? When you click that tab, all of the information that you need is right here in front of you. They give you a little introduction of what Rocket Fuel is. They tell you everything of what you have in your wallet, and also the amount staked, and the description of the next pre-registered project going live on Rocket Fuel. So the AI agent-powered Info5 platform transforms user preferences into financial assets. That's actually pretty cool. Now, this is very important information you guys need to know. Target Genesis launch, right? So once again, register, click this button and confirm. So you need to click this, go like this, and then it tells you, okay, yeah, you're already registered, or, it tells you your information, how much you staked, what have you. And this button here is faded off because I've already registered, okay? Now, once that is done, and this ticker timer, we have 1 hour, this is now where you go and submit the USDC, okay? So you're going to need USDC as well, and this is on base. So you would need base USDC. And this is where you're going to contribute how much allocation you would like. So I believe the most you could contribute to this is 2,000 USDC, okay? You could do anywhere from whatever you want all the way up to 2,000 USDC on base. So you're going to need that as well after you staked, right? And that's going to come along this section here, okay? Once this timer clicks down to 0. I think it's about 2 hours after that. So let's just say in about 3 hours, you'll be able to now contribute. Very simple here, okay? Super easy, super simple, guys, right? Target raise, 100K. Oversubscribed buffer, 50K. So the soft cap is 100K, let's just call it. But hey, if it's oversubscribed, it'll be a hard cap of 150K. So maximum funds going to be raised is 150K. Okay, type pre-Genesis. This is a pre-Genesis launch, meaning that how you're going to get it before it hits the market. So it's a pre-market investment. FDV, 900,000. That's what you guys are getting this at. 900,000 is very, very low, guys, under a million. When the token goes live, normally, what we see is the first buyer will get it at around 1.5 million market cap, right? It just depends as well on how much people are buying in. But normally, the market cap, the first buy is around 1.5 million, okay? Or in some instances, 2 million, just depends, okay? So you're going to always get it guaranteed cheaper than the first buyer or the snipers on the secondary. Huge, right? But look, this is the trade-off, and it's fine. Like vesting 1 month cliff. So when the token goes live, okay, you're not going to see tokens for 30 days, and then you get your batches. So it's a 4 month vesting. So this probably works out to be 25% after the 1 month cliff each month for 4 months. Now, why is this important? Because guys, when we look at the Genesis launches, right, we normally see that how they have a 1 month cliff or tokens are unlocked in 30 days. That's very important for our token projections out of the gates. We don't want massive sell pressure or anything like that. So investors on this side, you don't have virgin points. You got AI Rocket staked. So now you could get into these things relatively cheap still, right? But you're going to be vested for a 1 month cliff and then 4 months thereafter. Okay. After 4 months, you'll have 100% of your tokens. So what does that look like? Well, very simple. If we look at projects that went live, particularly in the InfoFi space, like Arbis, fantastic project, doing great work in the InfoFi space, they're currently trading at 18.84 million, okay? And this has been live for about maybe 2 or 3 weeks. So they're still holding strong. This means that people who got into AI Rockets investment vehicle will be at an 18x. Fucking good, right? So that's one example over there. Okay, well, let's look at another example. So Bookie and Arbis was a Virtual's partner. So I don't believe OOPZ is a partner of them, or I mean, Virtual should look into them because they got everything that, all of their other partners have. MVP, they're in the InfoFi here, like Arbis, they're all docs. The tokens aren't going to be circulating after before 30 days. I would really hope Virtuals looks into them because they are worth their time. But Arbis was a partner, so that has an advantage of probably why the price is higher, because Virtuals were bought. They were the first buyer on the secondary. They airdropped that to their people, which then now gives the market cap an extra cushion by maybe 2 or 3 million, right? Okay, cool. So that's 18x if this went through AI Rockets, Rocket Fuel. Let's look at Bookie. Bookie, same thing. This is still like about an 8x, right? Still profitable, right? 8 million. Right, you're getting it at 900,000, guys. Keep that in mind. So it's a little bit more than 8x. Okay, and we could give another example of Solus. Solus is just crazy. To me, right now, Solus is at the top of the mountain. Right, they're at Mount Rushmore for Genesis launches. So Solus, if we do that example, that's a 38x. Now again, I don't want to bring up things that are like Solus, and those are just unique in their own right. But I think a realistic thing is like Bookie and even Arbis too. We'll see. But that's how all of this works, guys. If you don't have virgin points, don't worry. You have another option where you could get Rocket, stake them, then invest your USDC thereafter. Check out the interview that's happening, I guess, within the next hour when this video is uploaded. That interview should be live on Twitter. Go check it out. I'll look at the replay. I can't join, but loving everything here. It's great to know that we got options. If you run out of points, you could come to Rocket Fuel and invest in the same manner, guys. So that's all I have for you. I hope it makes sense. I'll leave the links for you in the form of the comment section and the pinned message or in the description box. So there ain't really much left to say other than, to my next video, your ass is on your own, bro. Later. Francis Dhun, Uncensored.